It's Queen City Confessions with Miguel and Holly. Hits 96.1.
If you want to get your confession in anonymously, text it to us. Put the word hits with your confession and send it to 96893.
Here's the first Queen City confession. My best friend is planning to break up with her boyfriend on Valentine's Day, and I'm freaking out. She's not the type to get emotional about things or be very sentimental, but this time she's ending things because she's bored of dating a nice guy. She wants someone more assertive. She actually said she hopes breaking up with him on Valentine's Day will, quote, toughen him up. I don't know what's worse, that she thinks this is good for him or that she's completely fine with doing it on such a brutal day. I want to stop her, but I'm not sure if it's my place to get involved.
It's your place.
Oh.
Did you say that's your best friend?
Yes.
Whose place would it be? Like, sometimes we have to hold our friends accountable, even when it's uncomfortable, you know? And obviously, you're not going to be able to control what she does, but I think it is your job as a best friend to offer some, even if it's unasked for, guidance here, where it's like, hey, I know you're really gung-ho on this, but it's not really sitting right with me, and I don't feel like it's in anyone's best interest, you know, and you lay out your little plan, your little thing that you have to say. Be like, obviously, you're gonna do what you want, but I don't love this plan, and it's uncomfortable.
I sort of look at best friends as like your board of directors. When you have a corporation, you have a board of directors that help guide that corporation. And that's sort of what your best friends are. They're there to like sit you down in a board meeting and go, okay, I don't think this is the right decision for this business, aka you.
Your
Let's
life.
stop this.
Mm.
I'm want to ask this to maybe help this confessor understand why she should try to stop her friend. Have you been broken up with on Valentine's Day? How did that go? And what was the fallout after being broken up with on Valentine's Day? Call us up 1-844-HIT-961.
1-844-448-7961 or text hits with your message and send it to 96893.
Here's another Queen City confession. I love my husband, but sometimes he gets on my nerves more than the kids do.
Said every wife ever.
At least when my kids make a mess, they're cute about it. But my husband, he'll leave his socks on the kitchen island and act like they magically got there on their own. Or he'll ask if I need help cleaning up the kitchen after dinner when I'm almost done. It's not even the big things that drive me crazy. It's the little everyday stuff that just builds up. I'm trying to remind myself that I love him and that marriage takes patience. But some days he's more exhausting than the kids.
Yeah. That's that mental load. It's just, I mean, we don't have time, but like, yes, that is a common complaint that echoes through a lot of marriages where it just seems like, oh, the house just keeps running, you know, everything seems fine. That's because there's someone doing the invisible labor in the background to make it that way. And so, I mean, yes, you can have conversations about it. You can try to suggest some couples therapy. I would try to address it, you know, because you're only going to build resentment if it's not addressed.
Or just stop. Just stop doing everything. Just leave his socks on the island and see if it's a week's worth of socks, if he finally does something to be like, do you see they don't just go back upstairs? Someone has to do it.
I know, but I've never been able to do that line of like, you know, here's my solution. Just stop, because I can't stand living in a house that looks like that.
Have you ever gone on strike before in your household and you were like, you know what? Y'all figure it out. What happened? Was there a lesson learned?
I think sometimes it does work, but sometimes the other people don't care as much as you do. And then it becomes an even bigger issue. So I don't know. You have to kind of figure out which one of those households you have.
1-844-HIT-961.
1-844-448-7961 or text hits in your message to 96893.
Here's the last Queen City confession. For the people in my office, I'm the reason your food keeps going missing in the office fridge. And I know it's wrong, but it's not about the food. It's about revenge. It started when a few coworkers constantly borrowed crap off my desk. But what really pushed me over the edge was when someone drank half my fancy coffee creamer and left the empty bottle in the fridge. It even had my name on it. So I decided to get even. If you bring anything that smells delicious, there's a good chance I've helped myself to a bite or two. I know I need to stop before I get caught, but seeing their confused faces when they open the fridge and their food is gone has been weirdly satisfying.
So you're just them with a vendetta.
Yeah.
An eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. I mean, I don't
at
know.
least it's food. I'm just curious, like how. I mean, are you talking about like expensive leftovers that they brought from somewhere?
Well, it doesn't.
Or
I
these just
thought we were-
sandwiches?
I thought we were going into like, I'm struggling and I can't afford lunch. And I was gonna be like, okay, maybe we can talk to someone about this.
Revenge.
This is just. I mean, I'm interested to see how this will play out. That's what I'll say.
Have you gotten revenge on a coworker before? What did you do? Call us up 1-844-HIT-961.
1-844-448-7961 or text us. Put the word hits with your message and send it to 961.